Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our best carpet cleaner video for 2026. We've bought almost every major carpet cleaner on the market with our own money, about 30 in total, and we put them through a series of grueling tests, including an all-new dried stain test to see which one was the best and why. In this video, we'll go over the results of those tests and announce the top 3 overall winners, as well as our best value pick and best budget pick. And no matter when you're watching this video, you can always go to the Vacuum Wars Top 5 Best Carpet Cleaners page on our website, which is updated weekly as we test new products and as reviews change. Links are in the description, and let's get started. First, the basics. All of the carpet cleaners we tested operate in the same basic way. You fill the carpet tanks with water and the included carpet cleaning shampoo. You then turn the machine on and vacuum back and forth, much like you would a regular vacuum. In most cases, the machines have a trigger which, when depressed, sprays the water solution mix on the carpet. You then release the trigger to use the suction power to suck up the remainder as the brushes agitate the carpet. Although some newer models have automatic water dispensing, which no longer requires the user to use a trigger. Some of them also come with hoses and handheld attachments, which can be used for above-floor cleaning jobs like carpeted stairs, upholstery, or just to scrub stains more vigorously. These generally fall into 3 different categories. The first is what we think of as the ultra-budget models. These typically do not have hoses, they have extremely small water tanks, and really they're only meant to be used for picking up single stains at a time. On the other end of the spectrum, you have products like the Rug Doctor X3 and the Bissell Big Green, which are kind of like professional carpet cleaners. The main thing here is that they have really big water tanks, so they can clean extremely large areas without having to empty the water tank and refill it several times. They also have easy-to-find replacement parts, so they tend to have a longer overall lifespan. Although, of course, they are much more expensive. Then you have the most popular option, which is right in the middle. They aren't nearly as heavy as the commercial type, they are a lot cheaper, and they typically have more features. All 5 of the best carpet cleaners in our top 5 list are currently in this middle range. Let's jump into specifics and start off with suction. Because with carpet cleaners, suction is a pretty important metric. Carpet cleaners not only agitate the carpet, but they have to suck up the dirty water. And the better they are at doing this, the faster the drying times and the overall clean. There are 2 ways that we measure suction. If they have a hose, we measure the suction at the hose on max power where applicable, and we also do a suction test we call the Unsealed suction test, which is measured on a specialized platform at the floor head to give us an idea of how much suction is being applied to the floors. When it came to sealed suction, the Rug Doctor Mighty Pro X3 was the best, at 95 inches of water lift, which is not surprising considering it had the highest amp motor at 12. Number 2 was interesting, the brand new Shark CarpetXpert Hair Pro 300 series. Shark's new flagship came in at 84 inches of water lift. When it comes to unsealed suction, the Sharks really dominated the top 5, with the Bissell Big Green Professional being the only non-Shark in the top 5. Interestingly, the Shark 304, which had the best sealed suction, was not in the top 5 with unsealed suction. We talked about this in another video, but it's probably due to the unique way that suction is transferred in the 300 series from the hose to the floor head with that particular model. In our scoring system, we place a lot of importance on what we call ease of use, which includes several metrics such as weight, cord and hose length, and if they can be used both in the forward push and the backward pull. For example, the 2 Rug Doctors we tested are the only ones out of all 30 that are not able to be used like a vacuum, meaning you can only use them when pulling backwards. When you want to go forward, you have to rock them back on their wheels, push them forward, and then come back again. This seems like an unnecessary barrier given that every other carpet cleaner, including the Bissell Big Green, is able to operate on both forward and backward pulls. And the Rug Doctors lost a lot of points because of this hassle. Weight is incredibly important in terms of usability, because the larger ones, like the Bissell Big Green and the Rug Doctor X3, can be over 40 pounds. The average weight is around 21 pounds. With the ultra-budget options, like the Hoover Power Dash Pet and the Bissell Turbo Clean Power Brush Pet being the lightest at around 12 pounds. Here, again, most of the mid-range favorites, like the Shark 300 series and the Bissell ProHeat 2X Revolution Pet Pro, are right around 18 pounds. And that's kind of the sweet spot where you get a lot of power, but not a lot of extra weight. Let's talk about hoses and attachments, because we believe this is a very important consideration when buying a carpet cleaner. In our opinion, it's hard to see why you would buy one of these without this option because it makes the machine way more useful. With a hose, you can clean pet beds, stairs, or things that the main unit simply can't reach. Hoses range from about 12 feet long on the Rug Doctor X3 to about 5 feet long on the Shark EX121. The average hose length is around 7.7 feet, though it should be noted that 6 of the 30 carpet cleaners we tested did not have hose options at all. One notable point here is that the Sharks that have a hose, like the EX300 series, the EX201, and the EX151, have a unique feature where the hose is permanently on board. This is distinct from the rest of the carpet cleaners we tested with hoses, which come separate in their own bag. When you want to use the hose, you need to go find it, physically connect it to a port on the carpet cleaner, and then use it. Whereas with the Sharks, since it's always on the vacuum, you simply remove it, hit a foot switch, or in the case of the 300 series, put it in the upright position, and it will move the suction to the hose, where you can quickly use the handheld tools. We think this makes it much more likely that the consumer will actually use the hose, making it even more useful. As far as attachments, there are all kinds of different tools manufacturers include. For the most part, we think you don't really need a lot of different types. We particularly like the standard 3-inch hand tool that most of them come with. Ideally, if you had one with a reversible bristle and rubberized surface, it is easier to clean if you're cleaning up nasty messes. There are some that are somewhat useful, like the ones that have little reservoirs in the bottom that can capture urine and separate it so as to not go through the tubing. This keeps the carpet cleaner a little more sanitary. On that point, another unique feature to Shark 300 series is a port on the clean water tank. You can simply press the hose nozzle to it, and it'll spray clean water into the hose, thereby cleaning it. This is pretty cool because you really do need to clean these hoses if you use them for messes, and this makes it as easy as possible to do. As far as the number of attachments, the Shark 304 leads the way here, but for the most part, they average around 2 attachments. Before we get to the stain test, we want to talk about some unique features on some of these machines that might be important for your particular situation. One feature we like a lot is the clean shot on the Bissell 2X Revolution Pet Pro, which sprays the water solution mix directly on the stain before you start cleaning. This really does help to remove the stain, since targeted application of the solution is a big part of how stains are removed. One unique feature that's only available on the Hoover PowerScrub Deluxe and similar models is the circular rotating brushes. This is opposed to the more common single roller style brushes. The circular brushes aren't necessarily better at removing stains, but it is the only kind that you can use if you have particularly shaggy carpets. We've tested this, and all the other styles of the rollers get bogged down and stall, whereas the circular rollers do not when they encounter longer carpets. Another important feature that started to show up last year was steam. Currently, only the Bissell Revolution Hydro Steams have steam. Shark has some innovative features as well for stain cleaning. The flagship models, like the 300 series, have separate tanks which you fill with a second type of cleaning solution, basically just a hydrogen peroxide mix. The machine mixes this with the water and carpet shampoo mix internally, and it really does seem to make a difference, as we'll see in the stain tests. Speaking of the stain tests, what we do is put down a fixed amount of 100% grape juice on white carpet, allow it to completely dry, and then do 4 complete back and forth timed passes. We allow the stain to completely dry again, and then measure the relative lightness of the stain using a colorimeter. Here, we found almost all second-generation Shark carpet cleaners essentially tied, with the 300 series barely edging out a number 1 spot. But the Bissell 2X Revolution Pet and Rug Doctor were not too far behind in terms of stain removal. It should also be noted we changed this test from previous years, in that we now test these carpet cleaners with their included shampoo, whereas before we only tested them with water. There's still a few we need to completely retest, but we think we have enough data to make the call on at least these top spot winners. The final thing we'll mention is the Amazon 1-star review percentage score, where we look at the number of reviews on Amazon that have marked it as only 1 star. We consider this a good signal that something is not right with the carpet cleaner according to people who've used it frequently. So when we added up all the scores, we came up with our top overall winner, as well as a best value pick and a best budget pick. Number 1, the Shark CarpetXpert Hair Pro EX 301 and 304. Shark seems to be one of the few companies investing in research and development on the carpet cleaner side, and it really shows with this flagship series. The only downside to these is the smaller than average clean water tank at only 0.6 gallons. Compared to an average of about 1 gallon across the board. However, it does have a low water mode, which gives you faster drying times and uses less water. Other than that, it's an excellent machine if you're wanting something in that upper middle tier range. Number 2, the Bissell ProHeat 2X Revolution Pet Pro. This one has been a favorite since it was released, and it gained some extra points this year because of the new stain test, which now takes into account the shampoo. And Bissell makes extremely effective carpet shampoo in our opinion. It also has the clean shot feature we mentioned earlier. Number 3 also happens to be our best value pick, which is the Shark CarpetXpert EX151. It has a lot of the same features as our number 1 pick, but it's a lot lighter. It had very similar stain reduction scores, and overall, there's just not that much of a difference between it and the top pick except for the lighter weight and lower price, which makes it a good value. But if you're wanting to save some money, you'll be interested in our budget pick. This year for our budget pick, we didn't go all the way down to the ultra budget super lightweight versions. They don't have hoses and they don't perform as well on stains. The lowest price we're willing to recommend is the Hoover PowerScrub Deluxe Carpet Cleaner. We mentioned this one earlier. It has all the main features of the upper mid-level carpet cleaners, including a hose. It has those spinning brushes, and it has a 1-gallon clean water tank. It has lots of parts available online, and it's certainly the cheapest one on our list. Be sure to check out the links in the description to the Vacuum Wars Top 5 Carpet Cleaner page on our website, which we keep updated weekly in the pinned comment. And thanks for watching.
All of the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our current favorite vacuums in multiple categories. You'll also find links to the Vacuum Wars website in the description, where we have more detailed lists of our favorite products, like our new Top 20 Robot Vacuums list, which is updated weekly.